guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Chris C Collects, and we're going to be taking a look at the Black Warrior 1/12 scale collectible action figure from Play 112. I picked this guy up from Toy Metaverse and held off for a while when I saw the pre-order picks because I figured since it's third party, it might look great, but articulation is going to be pretty bad. So I kind of just like waited. All right, so here's the box. Um, that picture right there, it looks like a Hot Toys promo pic. Um, it looks like a 1/6 scale collectible. I'm going to put this art piece in the light box so we can examine all the details. All right, so I have all the accessories out. Comes with pretty much everything you would need for a Maul figure. There are some complaints I have. So I'm gonna get the first negative out the way. The robe that it comes with is great, looks good, feels um, really good too. It's got wires here. You can hook that bad boy just like that. That's that's cool. I didn't even know that. Wow. So I just found that out. Um, so the one negative about this is if you can tell the bottom, it has loose threads. It's got some loose threads right here. All those loose threads, and it's literally like coming apart. This came from the. I was just moving it around a little bit, and this came out of the bottom. So I would say be careful with that. As long as you put it on and leave the bottom alone, it should be fine. And then the second negative, this head sculpt looks absolutely amazing, but it's pretty hard to put on the actual figure. I tried it when I opened him up the first time, and it was very difficult. And I think I'm just gonna have to heat this up a little bit, and then put him on that ball joint that's used for the other head. So just be aware, if it's difficult, don't try to force it too much because it's very hard to put this head on with all the horns sticking out and pricking yourself. So I just rather not, risk ruining the paint by scratching it accidentally, or the pain of actually like pressing down on all those little thorns on the head. So just be aware of that as well. The robe looks great. It could clip on. You just found that out. The other accessories that the hands are more than you need. You can get all types of expressions from that. All right, so here you got open relaxed hands, then your regular gripping hands, kind of like a force push hand, and then a relaxed gripping hand, and then last but not least, a Jedi mind trick hand. And then it's also pretty difficult, actually. I forgot. These wrist guards are, kind of. It can get frustrating to put these on and then putting the hands on as well because they're just loose on the actual fabric. I will show you guys that in just a second. Pop them off like that. So then you got the wrist guard right here, and it's just loose on the arm. So you can swap them out. This was the original wrist guard that was on there, and I just switched it out. Oh wow. Oh wow. The whole thing just popped off. That's not good. Well, I just noticed that. Huh. So be careful with that. Yeah. Hmm. So pop this on. right? So you kind of gotta like pull the sleeve back and then push the wrist guard down at the same time. Because if not, you're gonna keep, pushing down on this and it's soft. So you'll think you'll have the hand all the way in the joint, but it's not, and you'll end up popping off eventually. So that's why it can be very cumbersome to put on. You gotta be, nice and soft. Wait for that snap in, and then you should have it all the way in there. I think when I was swapping this hand, it was a little bit more difficult. But yeah. Then I'm gonna go over the other blades that I came with, which was a awesome surprise. Um, you know, see, this one was the original blade that it came with. Um, it's very, very bright. Obviously, compared to this one right here, these blades are really nice looking, um, really long. They look great, and it's that nice deep red color, and it's translucent enough. It looks great. Let's see if I can compare it with the SH Figure Arts version. So this is the SH Figure Arts version, and this is the third party. That's it is way bigger. Well, that's what she said. I mean, it might be cumbersome to put in your display, but it looks great on the figure. And the lightsaber itself has a presence, to it. It's good that you have the option. I don't know. I think maybe these look better with like photography and lights. I'm not sure. Or it's just a preference thing. So, whether you like this red or you like the other deep dark red. I think, you know, a lot of others will side with the deep dark red being the way to go. So articulation is is pretty decent, but I'll let you guys decide after I finish just showing y'all. So start with the head. You have a lot of range there. You can do really 360. He looks up that much, looks down really well. So that's really good movement. Um, you have that much tilt, which is amazing. Look at that. You know, you do get this gap right here. If you see that, it's black, so it kind of can't see it unless you look for it. Um, and then we go shoulders. It seems like it has a slight butterfly joint in there, but not much. You can move the shoulder that high, goes that low, goes up about there, back that much. Like the fabric is obviously restricting it. Elbow more than 90 degrees, also really good. Hinge at the wrist, so decent movement there. The waist, it's very limited. He can crunch that much and go back that much. There's twist. You can twist that much. And then using the hips, you crunch that much and go back that much. All right. And then you do also have bendy wires on some of the pieces of rope here. You have the top and the bottoms here. these sides, these do not have bendy wire in them. The very last two layers. But the first two in the front and the sides do. The back doesn't have one either. That's all right. So the legs do a split. Oops. You also gotta worry about that. Boot coming off. And then getting it back on is pretty tricky. You just gotta bunch it up like that. Kind of twist it around. And push it in. Alright. So he kind of goes out. Can't do a full split because, the fabric, the pants are hindering him from going any further. But that's, for me personally, that's fine. He's not doing any splits. And then so you can move forward from a neutral stance that high. Bend at the knee more than 90 degrees. Really good. You could say you have a boot swivel. You kind of do. And the one drawback, there's no ankle articulation because the boot is a solid piece. But this boot the boots look amazing. And honestly, it's a pro and con. So, I've seen other people swap it out with the SH Figure Arts boots. Not sure how they did that, but you could try for yourself. But honestly, for me, it looks great, and I think I'm just gonna have him pose with his regular original parts. So articulation is decent. It is not terrible for a Maul figure. All right, so I'm gonna do some comparisons. All right, so you got the Play 112 Maul and the SHF. Oops. There he goes again. All right. See those two. All right. And then compared to the Black Series Clone Wars Maul, which this figure is a more lankier figure. It's kind of like a skinny version of Maul, but he's a little bit longer. So all these Mauls look really good. But this guy, he's basically a mini Hot Toys. And, the one thing is that, as you can see, he's not in the greatest neutral pose, and he's kind of looks like a starfish, and you can't really get his arms to go down at his size well enough compared to like the Black Series. And I think even the SH Figure Arts, which most figures have this issue. You can't get them like straight down at their sides, tucked in. That's just the way it is because it is plastic, and they're not, as you don't have tissue like we do. So that's just the way it is. All right, so if you guys are planning or on the fence to buy this figure, and if you are a Maul fan, do yourself a favor and buy him. He's a great figure, and you're gonna want him in your collection. I don't think any other company is gonna put out a figure as good looking as this figure right here. So, if it goes sold out and is not, not gonna release again and be made, which hopefully not. If it's popular enough, there might be another batch sometime. But if you do miss out, it's gonna be a bummer because he's a really really nice piece of art, and He looks way better than all Black Series Mauls and even the SHF, as you can see. I think the Black Warrior is definitely the winner here. So you can grab this figure at toymetaverse.com. It's going for $90.14 USD. With shipping, it probably comes out to $100 and some change. So I definitely pick it up, and I really would recommend this to any Star Wars 112 collector. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found it entertaining, and I will see you on the next. Take care of yourselves. Keep doing what you love. Chrissy Collects signing off.